Hey everyone and welcome. I'm your friend Art of Mana, and let's dive into this 769th stream where I hopefully am now being heard. It is probably no surprise that there was a little technical hiccup because this has been a day of technical hiccups, what with our heat pump going out. Now, thankfully, we've got that issue resolved, and so there is cool air pumping through our vents and ducts. However, it's still pretty warm. So I am streaming as late as I have ever streamed, at least recently, 10:15 p.m. Actually, I don't recall the last time I started a stream this late. It's been a while. So this is very much a Sleepy Mana stream, and I was expecting that no one was going to be here, but I'm so glad to see Firestorm Dragon and Cam and Pixel Knight coming on in. Thank you so much. I'm so glad also that you were here to let me know there were issues with the audio. I had no clue. So I don't know exactly why, but for some reason here in OBS, it forgot my Voicemeeter Banana as my primary mic. So that was strange. But Chrono's here as well. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here, everybody. I had posted a little, what do you call it? A schedule. No, it's what usually I call it, but couldn't think of it right now. This is the schedule for the week. Okay. Because I knew we were having a heat wave. Okay. So there's heat wave here in, well, many parts of the US, definitely here in Southern Oregon, and so that's a little tough. It's a little tough. It is very, very hot, and so as I mentioned, our heat pump went out. It was Chrono. I get it. I understand. No problem. Chrono can't stay long due to no Wi-Fi at his vacation spot. Wanted to say hi. Much love to you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Enjoy your vacation, friend. We'll see you next stream indeed. Pixel Knight, by the way, I beat Ocarina of Time. Finally looked up a guide. Realized I wasn't using the light arrows. Now I'm 100%ing A Link to the Past and playing while watching. Excellent, Pixel Knight. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, the stream essentially was muted there, Cam. Sorry about that. Anyway, so yeah, so our heat pump was working extra hard because we're in, triple digit weather today, above 110, if you can believe it. Whew, boy, oh boy. So I posted on Twitter about heat pumps, and apparently a lot of people, especially I think on the East Coast or farther east, don't really know what these are. And then actually it was very interesting because Dash Magnum shared some information I did not know. Maybe I should pull this up. I'm going to pull up Twitter here. We're just going to share this real quickly, because you might find it fascinating. But anyways, long story short, I ended up calling in, and it's actually my old principal who works on, or headmaster who works on heating and air conditioning and all of that good stuff. And so he does this sort of in retirement and kind of just for a few people and as a hobby. And he put in a new part which fixed our heat pump. So that was really cool. But let me just share with you what we've got here. Let me zoom into this a little bit, just get it a little bit bigger. Boom, there we are. And let's go over to our... I wasn't planning on doing... I never plan on showing these things, but oh well. So here on the 16:9, we're going to show that second monitor, and let's go ahead and just check that out. So, boom, there we go. So this is the first thing I did. So, well, our heat pump gave out last night. This heat wave is no joke. Thankfully, we have been staying cool so far, but we may have to abandon house and stay with family until we can get the pump fixed. And my plan was to sneak a stream in today. That was true. I was going to actually do an early morning stream today. I was thinking somewhere around 9:30 a.m. So about 13 hours ago, I was planning on streaming. But here we go. Scrolling on down. Ooh, that's super slow. Look at that. I got a retweet. How nice is that? 7 likes. People like to see me suffer. I see. I get how that goes. Boy, this is very slow. So Let's Jays. Let's Jays, fantastic Splatoon streamer, wrote, first of all, stay cool. Second off, what on earth is a heat pump? So here's my reply. So one of two. First of all, thanks. And second off, a heat pump is a device that can heat a building or part of a building by transferring thermal energy from the outside using the refrigeration cycle. Let's try and find where that continues. Why is it not showing the second part of that? Oh. Did the second part just not actually send? What? Well, that's weird. Oh, weird. I wonder if my second part didn't actually send. Anyways, that was a quote from Wikipedia. All right. Anyways, Helly Blue. Oh my, I hope you can all manage to stay cool. The heat is no joke. Dio, and it's always summer when these things happen. Our central air system broke a couple years ago. We needed to vacate due to the 95-degree plus weather. And stay safe and cool. Busted air is always the absolute worst. Good luck. I feel like there's more. Something's missing. That's weird. I don't know. Let's go to Art of Mana. And let's just do tweets and replies. Okay, so those are the most recent ones, right? Okay. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Well, now it's showing other stuff. What is going on, Twitter? What are you doing? Twitter, what are you doing? What are you playing at? Why is it not showing everything? See, it's showing it here. Twitter be busted. What is going on? That is super odd, right? I don't know why it's not showing everything. So Twitter be busted. Okay, well anyway, let's not worry too much about that. Basically, long story short, the thing that I quoted was on Wikipedia, and the second part of it. Oh, I wonder if I can go into my. Ooh, I wonder if I can go into my notifications. Yeah, see, now I'm seeing Dash's reply. That's weird. Oh yeah, okay. So here's my second. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go back to this real quick. I'll just show you because it shows up of all things in notifications. Okay, so boom, right back here. We're gonna go. Hey, Dark Solid X. I will also respond to some of those questions here in just a second. But good to see you. Here we go. So Let's J is like the second part. Many heat pumps can also operate in the opposite direction, cooling the building by removing heat from the enclosed space and rejecting it outside. Units that only provide cooling are referred to as air conditioners. Thanks, Wikipedia. So, oh, and I did do a PS, which I think we sort of saw that, but now I'm not seeing it. So now I'm wondering if I need to go back. Let's try this. Let's go back and see if we see that PS. Oh, there's the part 2. Weird. Okay. So the PS appears to be disappeared. So yeah, this is kind of broken, but we'll come back to this one in a second. I just don't know why. I don't know why it's not showing me. Let's see, tweets and replies, maybe. So weird. Oh, here. P.S. I imagine heat pumps as the term could be a regional thing. So, you know, heat pumps like as a term. Also, I do remember them being a lot less common out east. I think it's because it has a footprint outside and there's less horizontal space there. Just a guess, they're almost exclusively used here in Oregon. Okay, boom. Finally, we got through that. That was the weirdest thing that it took that long. But here, Dash Magnum to the rescue here. Dash Magnum. I can actually be of help here. A heat pump is a type of heating-cooling combo system that changes modes by reversing the flow of the refrigerant within. This allows them to avoid using natural gas burners, which saves folks money since electricity is cheaper than gas in most places. Also ran out of space, but here's hoping it be fixed as painlessly as possible, and indeed, thankfully, 'twas. So, anyways, so I just wanted to share all of that. But yes, I am now here in a somewhat warm room, but it's better than it could be, and I'm very grateful for that. So let's close out of that. Let's just switch over to Splatoon. We're going to play a little Splatoon 2. I am excited for Splatoon 3 coming out. We know that's going to be a thing here in the future, and so I want to definitely share some Splatoon Splatting with you. Now, I'm rusty. I haven't played much recently, so I don't know how well this is going to go. I did, however, wear, and this was sort of by accident, but it ended up being fairly appropriate, my Seattle Kraken shirt, which this is a team out of Seattle. It's a hockey team. And I'm just excited because I realize, Kraken is the big mythical sea monster, and then, we're talking about squids and kids, right? And sporting the Kraken water bottle. And talking to some strangers today. Well, not quite strangers, but people that are just met them once before. But about the Kraken when I was out and about. So that was kind of cool. Am I going to be playing with viewers today? I mean, I have no problem with that. If you want to hop on in, feel free. Firestorm Dragon, I'm pretty sure that you are on my friends list, so that should be no problem. If not, we can remedy that. But no, I'm pretty sure that you are. So we should be good to go. Anyways, I guess it is time to probably snap our fingers, right? Wouldn't you say? Probably 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. I am. In fact, I am. Firestorm Dragon says, excellent. So we are in the game here, and yep, it's just Art of Mana. Just join me. I'm gonna just do some standard things here and kind of warm up. So that's all we're doing at the moment. Just feel free to hop on in. Solid says, I'm sorry, after all this time I never got the Splatoon game. That's all right. Splatoon 3 is coming out. You have a chance to get the latest and greatest. How's that? That's perfect. Solid. But we're going to do a little of this, and then I do want to play a little of this game, the Pac-Man Museum Plus. We'll do this until I get too tired. And Namus, it's late. I'm not going to be here to stay. But first off, hello. Second off, emote only mode. Oh man, I picked up a PS1 game. Can you guess what fighting game that I got? Did you happen to get Third Strike? That's nice. And it is emote only. So y'all, if you could just spam those emotes, that would be awesome. All right, we're gonna do regular battle. I love those emotes. And we're gonna see how this goes. Like I said, pretty rusty and a little bit warm, a little bit tired. So I have no idea. No idea. This could go really well or really poorly. But let's see what it's going to be. And Solid. Excellent. All right, Solid, I want to know, what game was it? Was I right? Did I get it right? Was it Third Strike? Okay. Here we are. And... oh, what am I doing? Oh, I have a charge shot. I'm not a charged person. What am I doing? I never use these. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what to do here. I guess, go like this. Oh, boy. Whoa! Woo! Whoa! Oh no, that was bad. Oh gosh. Oh, Bloody Roar or Tekken? Pixel Knight, good choices. Wasn't Minecraft supposed to be first, then Splatoon, Namus says? I mean, it wasn't necessarily meant to be like an order is the thing, but it was going to be something along those lines. So yeah, we're doing Splatoon first though, mostly because Minecraft requires the use of my desktop computer, which does heat up the room considerably. So I figured, you know, the Switch, thankfully, it does have an exhaust fan and all that jazz, but it's not too bad. You know, it doesn't make it too hot. So yeah, but you know, I wasn't necessarily, you know, with all of those with all those question marks, I wasn't necessarily holding fast to that schedule. It's just sort of my kind of plan. But that being said, it's definitely a case where even if I was holding to to that plan, I would have changed it in light of everything. What is this? Oh, I did that wrong.
Chat. Huzzah, you were able to stream after all. Hope you and the fam are still beating the gosh darn heat.
Thank you, Dash Magnum. Yes, indeed. As a matter of fact, I was just sharing that we had my headmaster. So it was actually the official title there. Headmaster, who's retired and who kind of on the side does some heating and air repair. And so he came by and he just does it for like people that he knows and stuff. And whoa! Ah, darn. And he came by and fixed it. So we are getting some cool air pumped in. But now the problem is it's so hot with this heat wave and everything that actually it doesn't, it's not able to keep up yet because it had gotten so hot. So that's the problem we're in. Oh, why did I do that? So anyways, Dash, thank you, 56 months. Not only, here's the thing, not only is it 56 months the Dash Magnum has been subscribed, it is a 56-month streak, which honestly, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So, Firestorm Dragon says, no worries, then you could just fry yourself. What's the worst case scenario, man and jelly? But, so Solid says, PS1 fighting game Third Strike isn't on the PS1. I don't know why. As I said that, I started to doubt myself, but I thought that it was. I guess it's not. My apologies. Yes, and you know what? It wasn't actually that expensive, Dash, so I am grateful for that. And, oh, Pixel Knight says, when you said Headmaster, my brain immediately went to the Gotham Academy. Good read, by the way. I don't know anything about that. All right, we're gonna go with this as I'm still kind of warming up. We'll go back. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. And there we go. Good with the gear. All right, that's what we're gonna do. So more guesses. It's a PS1 game. So knowing you, I mean, and you said it. I think you said it was a fighting game. It's not Tekken, is it? I could imagine it being Tekken. Someone did mention Tekken. Someone mentioned Bloody Roar. Bloody Roar. There is a Street Fighter, like a 3D Street Fighter on PS1, which is kind of goofy, actually. I don't know. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, Urgites? Did you get Urgites? Suddenly I feel like that's such a Dark Solid X game to get. Did you get Urgites? You got Urgites, didn't you? Oh, shucks. Darn. Carter, hey, yes! I'm playing the old Splatoon. It is a good one. And Carter, how be you? Yeah, isn't it good? I'm super rusty because I haven't played this in so long, but I'm super excited for Splatoon 3. I feel like Splatoon 2 was really made for me because of all the friends who shared it with me. But Splatoon 1, I've often said, is my favorite of the Splatoons. And that's because Splatoon 1 was it was the one that started it. You know, it's the game that set me on the course of enjoying this silly, goofy thing. So, oh, let's see. That was a good guess. Okay, Solid. So, Solid says, I already got Urgites some time ago. So, good guess, though. I would have, yeah, see, like, Urgites is such a Dark Solid X game, right? Right? Oh! Oh, how did I miss? Oh my goodness. Come on. Oh my gosh. Woo! Oh boy, I'm doing so bad. We gotta think of another thing. Gotta think of another thing here. What could it be? What could it be? So it's a fighting game. Anyone else know some fighting games? Pixel Knight guessed Gundam Battle Assault. Ooh, Carter Balians is after my Switch broke. I never got the opportunity to play it. I've had it for 3 years. Oh, Carter! Oh no! Oh goodness. That's not good. Ooh, let's add some booyahs. Get those booyahs in there. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Yeah. Dash says, oof, I wish fighting games are not my forte. No guesses. Yeah, you know, my problem is the PS1. You know, I'm not as familiar with non-Nintendo systems libraries. And I'm just trying to think what... Oh, wait a minute. Bushido Blade? This is... I don't know why I just thought of it. It's probably not quite what we're talking about here, right? But now I'm starting to think Bushido Blade. It is quite a good game. Gosh, could it be Bushido Blade? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, I'll give you guys another hint. It uses photopixel for fighting characters like Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. You know, I'm not totally sure that really does help, but I'm trying to think. So it's going to be what else used that? What's a Pit Fighter? Was it Pit Fighter? Did that come out on the PS1? Also, that's all I can think of. Pit Fighter. Which, I mean, that's a funny one. Here, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of trying to get my foot pedals set up quickly. Because they're chatting cam and chatting cam chat. Apply, boom, and there we go. Bushido Blade, still looking for that game, Solid says. Okay. Oh, was it the Street Fighter? Oh, was it Street Fighter the movie? That's what I'm guessing. Street Fighter the movie. That's what it was. Street Fighter the movie. I'm sure of it now. Yep. Street Fighter the movie used that same technology with, what's his name? Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's what it was. Yep, Street Fighter the movie. I'm certain now. Was that it? And if so, what a great thing to to invite guesses on this, because that is a quite a funny game. I'm certain of it now. Certain that's what it was. So also, there's a little message here about Gotham Academy, so I'll have to check this one out in a little bit. Come on. Ooh! There we go, come on. Oh! Nope, not that thing, not... Oh, darn. Nice, what a deep cut. Dash is thinking that's the one. Solid. Street Fighter the movie was the latest fighting game I got before this one. Oh no! I'm surprised. I gotta tell you. I thought for sure I'd figured it out. Oh, not this thing. Oh, it pushed me out. Look at that. Wow, right? Yep. But that is. I mean, that's totally that type of a game, and it's a Dark Solid X game. It's got that. Oh, well, that was fun. I was so convinced. Ah, shucks. So what is it? M. Bison in Street Fighter the movie is a great performance. That was, oh gosh, what's his name? He's the Spanish actor, right? Who was in, oh gosh, what's the name of it? The Pan's Labyrinth, among other things, right? But, yeah, Raul Julia. I think that's right. Whoa. Oh, yes, Splat. Oh, they were behind me, darn. Oh, that's right, he was Adam's family as Gomez. Boy, that's also true. He was in something else that I remember seeing recently. He was very good, like super creepy. Like he plays some good villains. It's simply awe-inspiring to watch him inhale scenery in Street Fighter, the movie. Oh gosh, what could it be? What would be another game that uses motion capture? Ooh, we did not do so well. We did not do so well. Gosh. Well, here, let me read this. Gotham Academy was a book about some students in a boarding school at Gotham where they have to find out some mysteries with Batman and various Bat family members making appearances sometimes. Good read. Oh, Firestorm Dragon, were you on the opposing team? Nice. Solid. Oh, it's actually WrestleMania, the arcade game, where they used photos of actual wrestlers. Well, okay. No way I would have gotten that. No way I would have gotten that then. That is not a game that would have been on my radar. So is it really like a wrestling game? Pixel Knight, right. I do recall hearing, because he is such an acclaimed actor, I do recall hearing that he had opted to take the role of M. Bison, Raul Julia. I think I'm saying his name correctly. I hope so, anyway. Because of his kids, which, I mean, if you're an actor, I think that's super cool. Now, I did pick up from the local comic shop the other day the first issue of The Mandalorian, the comic book adaptation. So I gotta tell you, something extremely exciting ended up happening as a result of this week of not quite having this streaming schedule figured out. How's the comic? It was pretty good. It was a pretty good adaptation, but I think the problem is, as you probably already know, not a lot happens in The Mandalorian. It's more about the aesthetic and the feel, and so in the comic, it's a little bit like, it's just a lot of visual scenes, which is good, but then it's like, it's really got to nail the art, and I would say it was pretty good. It was pretty good, but oops, sorry. But yeah. Yeah, right? Especially in the first episode, right? So there's, like, not a lot of dialogue. But I gotta tell you, speaking of Star Wars, probably one of the coolest things that has happened as a parent has happened, for me, has happened. And that is my daughter, Mana Sprout, got to watch Star Wars for the first time. Yes, that is right. Wednesday night, we sat down as a family and watched Episode 4, A New Hope, and so she'd never seen it before, and it was so cool, and she got so into it, and I wanted to make this special, remembering I was older, I was older when I first saw Star Wars. But I remember just finding it so exciting and just loving it and watching it with my parents and them talking about when they first saw it in theaters and the lines around the block, around the movie theater, because it was such a special movie and everyone wanted to see it. And, and they shared with me the soundtrack on vinyl and on an album, and they shared with me the program they had gotten, and, talking about the excitement around this movie. And then, I watched them over and over. And I wasn't sure, we ended up watching them on Disney Plus, so it's the special edition. The first ones, of course, I watched. Ooh, that was close. First ones I watched was, it would have been, the original versions, not the special edition. Fire Dragon, thank you. But we watched the special editions, because that's what's on Disney Plus, and they're good. I mean, good quality. The remasters are really nice, and of course, widescreen is nice too. So there's some advantages, and I figured it's also what most people are watching nowadays, right? So she'd have that point of reference. Maybe she could look back at the old ones someday, and we could watch them on VHS, and she could see what her dad saw the first time, But anyway, it was so fun. So I got, among other things, I got these light up balloons, which was kind of fun, and I got a little banner that I ran here, like those, what do you call them? The paper mache ribbon things, the streamers. So I ran those all, here, and got some balloons with LED lights in them. Got like these LED light sticks that you could put into like an orb, and so you kind of have these like balls of light sticks, and some movie theater candy, which I put out on the couch here, and set it up with a nice blanket and fluffed all the pillows. And then the best thing is I had 3 of these off to the side. So that was a lot of fun, and actually I think most of the movie, Mana Sprat was like and having fun with these. So, just 3 of these little ones, one for each of us, Ms. Mana Sprout, and myself. We watched it together. And it was super, super cool. Mana Sprout, why does Obi-Wan make a different sound to scare the Raiders away from Luke? Exactly, right? Exactly. But yeah. And so we had all that, just good fun times watching. Now I'm gonna go grab something here real quick, because we ended up today. So as some of you know, and I know Dash knows this, I sold a lot of my Star Wars collection, really because we were downsizing or moving to a new location. It's silly. There's still stuff that I have that I'm almost like, why do I have this and not my Star Wars collection? I'm trying to, now that you were doing this, I can't go through the cycle again where like I had sold my Lion King figurines and like bought them for Mana Sprout for Christmas. Bought them for me for Christmas. Anyway, but I can't go back and just buy all my, the Star Wars stuff that I had sold. But it's also kind of an awesome opportunity to, if I'm going to reframe this, it's like, yes, okay, I sold all this stuff that would have been cool to be like, here, look at all this stuff your dad played with. Right, exactly, right. But I went through this stuff, I sold this stuff, and the thing is, it took me back to the time when I first saw Star Wars, which was during the sort of in-between time. So this is after the movies had been released and been out for a while, and before the special edition, when all of the merchandising had dried up. And so I ended up having to make my own, starships. I made a Millennium Falcon out of a paper plate, and I didn't have any reference material even to use. This was before I knew about any of the books or anything like that. So I just did it from my memory, and, it was close-ish, but those I would fly around and, around the house and stuff like that. And just a small collection. Now Mana Sprout has like a little, she has a hand-knitted our crocheted Princess Leia she's had for a long time, and so she's dug that out and has been playing with that a lot. And she's got these little cube plushies that are like Chewbacca and Darth Vader, which I think I've showed on stream before. I'll try to show them at some point. Right. So I thought, there's some stuff like that might be fun. Now, my first Star Wars toy ever that I got, like, after watching him was the Micro Machines Death Star Battle playset thing, which I saw at a store, and it was like the first Star Wars merchandise I ever saw, and I had to pick it up. So what I got Mana Sprout was a nice little Lego Millennium Falcon mini set. And it was like a Millennium Falcon with Han Solo. You can put kind of on top of it where the cockpit is. And it shoots little lasers and stuff like that. But I kind of was sharing with her, this thing of like, and she wants to get some plushies and stuff like that. But I was sharing with her that I'd made my own toys, because there weren't toys when I was a kid. And I got to go grab you something. I want to show you this, and it is super cool. So I'll put pause here. Boom. And I will be RB. All right. So, so basically, this is so cool. So, like I said, I told Mana Sprout about making these paper plate things. Now, I made them. I took like the center of the paper plate, and they were basically flat. I just sandwiched paper plates together, pretty much, to make these. And then I think for the X-wings, I might have made it like the X-foil, the X-foils like that, but fanned out. But she dreams bigger. Okay, so we go over to my parents today. I had the day off, so after having the issues with the heat pump, and I had done some yard work, and we ended up going to my parents, and we ended up. My mom does a lot of like scrapbooking stuff and like mixed media art stuff, so she had these little kind of random things in jars that we could kind of go through, and they had some paper plates, and so we made this. Okay. This is our paper plate Millennium Falcon. And check this out. Dash is saying, dude, this is what daddy and daughter made. and Dash is pretty excited. So we got like this cool like laser turret thing that was just like a random thing in mixed media. Now these are supposed to be the lasers shooting out. Mana Sprout wanted to do that. She made the little satellite there as well. And the best part, look in the cockpit, and Princess Leia is the pilot. Princess Leia is the pilot. Oh, yeah, thanks, One Up John. So this was our little project. And not bad, huh? So yeah. Pew, 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 pew. So, and I love how this turned out. This was just like again, my mom had this like these jars of different colors, so she had like a jar of white things, just knickknacks and odds and ends, and then like a red, and so we got the little tiddlywinks and stuff, just stuff that you could use for different mixed media stuff, and the bottle caps and everything, and whatever this is, and so we got the paper plates and tape and glue, and that's what we made. So I thought that turned out really good. That was a lot of fun. Leia stole the Falcon. That's it. That's what happened. Oh man, Dash. There you go. Maybe that's what we're thinking of doing next. Actually, is making like a model. I think that would be a lot of fun. So, anyways, that was our project. How cool was that? How cool was that? So I just couldn't be happier, and now my mom wants to share her favorite movie with Mana Sprout, which is The Wizard of Oz. So we haven't watched that with her yet, so that's going to be kind of coming up. But I couldn't be more proud. I thought honestly that exceeded my expectations. I'm like, oh, we could make, like, because she wanted to do this. I said, well, yeah, we can make this, and I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, oh, we'll do it like how I did it, sandwich some paper plates in and just color it and be good. Nope. She had a vision, and it quickly got far bigger than what I had in mind, and I'm so glad it did. So I'm super proud of her. I have such an awesome family, and my daughter is amazing, and so that was a great daddy-daughter afternoon right there. Anyway, but yeah, it's super, super exciting. Oh, and so you had asked, by the way, about the comic here. Oh, and multiplayer maps and modes have been updated. See, so it was good that I waited this long. But here's the comic I was talking about here. So it's the Mandalorian, and it's kind of a cool. It's all in the bag and board, so it's getting glare. But I'll open it up for you so you can see it and see the adaptation. Now, I kind of like that it looks like old Kenner packaging, right? Isn't that what a cool concept for a cover? This is, of course, the Mandalorian 1 Rated T variant edition, right? It's even got the little price tag up there like that, and so there you go. Now, funny story with this. I was at the kind of the opening day, first day of the new location for our comic and game store, and so I picked up a couple of board games that looked really interesting, and I picked this up. But as I was walking out, it's in the slick bag and board, and it just slid right off the board games I was carrying and landed right on the ground on the corner, and actually see that little damage there. It's part of it is the actual look of the cover, but there is a little bit of a crease right there. Right there, you can kind of see it. That's not just the cover. See down in there, that looks like actual wear, but it's the image itself. But up here, there's like a big dent. But I was like, hey, I made the goof. I can't, put a damaged comic book back and get a new one in good conscience. So I'm considering that as part of the character of this particular issue. It's part of the, the wear of the thing. Anyway, that's the cover. Let's take a look. Here's just the opening page so you can see. This is the artwork. Not bad. As you can see, talk about not a lot going on. That's the whole first page. But I will say, and actually as I'm looking at it again, that's pretty cool. Look at that artwork right there. Not too shabby. So it's not bad. Let me see if I can find another, just maybe a good spread for you or something that looks kind of neat or stood out to me. Again, this is going up. This is just the first episode of the show, right? So let's see. How about oh, here, this is pretty cool, right? This is when they go in, and he brings the Beskar to get smelted. So that's what the comic looks like, and yeah, it's not bad, not bad. But also on my reading, yeah, the armor, right? Exactly. I couldn't remember the armorer's name. Thank you for pointing that out. This is on my reading list right now. This is actually what I'm about to read. It's the graphic novel, which I'm borrowing. So kind of excited to read this one. Haven't read this before. And then I think I showed this before, but this is what I'm reading with Mana Sprout as well, the Nintendo Adventure books, which is super fun. And I actually want to do a stream of this. So we're going to actually do a stream of the Nintendo Adventure books. If I can get some others, that would be cool. But see, the thing is, the way this works, there's even little like puzzles and stuff like that. So, depending on what your answers are, you go to a different part of the book, and you might get either a game over, or you might be able to continue on. But there's stuff. There's just stuff like little mazes and stuff like that. So my plan is to have this all prepared in a very interactive stream, and we can go through, and it's a choose your own adventure book. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So, hey, there you go, Dash, right on. So that's kind of what I'm excited for. Of course, the thing is, right now, it's so hot. This week, I kind of knew I probably wasn't going to stream as much, and then with the heat pump and everything. But that being said, we are streaming now. I should probably get back to playing a little bit of Splatoon 2. And I think we're going to do maybe a couple more rounds of this. And then I'm going to go to Pac-Man Museum Plus. So let's do that. And you've been wanting to track down the new trade of Daredevil Born Again. That's a great story. Ooh. I do really like when there are new trades. I think trades are just such a great way to experience comics. It's my preferred one now. That being said, I kind of want to see about resubscribing to Comixology, I think it's called, because that was definitely a good experience as well. I don't love paying so much for digital copies of comics, but I mean, yeah, and you're totally welcome, Dash. It was a lot of fun to share that. I'm super glad I got to do that. But digital comics, it's kind of like, I mean, I hate to admit it, but reading some books, like I'd rather buy. I would rather read, not that I have one right now. I don't have my own Kindle, but I've borrowed Ms. Mana's. I'd rather read like on the Kindle than just like a cheap trade paperback. Especially these days. What up, John? Jumping in. Right on. Please do. Please do. Are you John Doe? So I kind of think that with comics, it's sort of a pain to get a comic book, just a regular single issue out of the bag and board, and read through a whole story arc with all these ads and, constantly having to switch books, and, a trade paper or a trade, is really nice. And then honestly, if you can't do that, digital. So that's my personal kind of flow chart there. Ooh. Oh, where'd everybody go around here? Ooh, Nelly! Oh, right into it. You know what? Pixel Knight bringing up a good point there, which is true, really, I think, of most superheroes these days. There's this whole sort of like tactical battle suit, sports attire thing that happens, which, I'm not saying that we need to see full-on, leotards and spandex and all that stuff, but honestly, sometimes it fits the character better, right? Not everybody needs to have the sort of Marvel-fied kind of look. And I think Daredevil is sort of one of those characters which I tend to think of as more athletic, nimble, and so for me, it's more of like the light gear. I think that's maybe what you're getting at there. So I'm with you on that. But I'm excited that Daredevil's been hinted at in the trailer of She-Hulk. I think that that's really exciting because I like Daredevil. What was it? Netflix series. I thought that was kind of cool. Oh, Nelly, get away from there. Whew. Shucks. Yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah, Dash, exactly. Stitching is the new pockets. No, you're right, exactly. It gets visually busy. Plus, you just kind of feel like sometimes it's a bit much for the character from a practical level. Like Batman, I can kind of understand, right? But like, imagine the Flash in that. Like, you're talking about someone who's a runner. Like, you kind of need the skin tight spandex, like runner's attire, right? Or, I would say the same thing with Daredevil, so that's my 2 cents. But yeah, that's it. Yep, Dash, I'm with you. The McDonald's costume Pixel Knight says. That's funny. So you think the Daredevil costume from the 2003 movie is better than his red suit in the show, and the 2003 movie is still bad, but the costume is good to me. 2003 Daredevil. Let me take a look at what that looked like here. 2003 Daredevil costume. And if anyone wants to join in, feel free. Oh, okay. I know what. Yeah. I know what you're talking about here. I do remember. Wow, that was 2003, huh? Is this the one that that you saw? Oh gosh, what's her name? Can't think of it right now. Jennifer Garner was the character. Why can't I think of her name right now? But let's see. I'm just looking at this right now. It's definitely. You know what? I would say. I think you're right. I think it might be a better costume. It's more in line with the comics, but it also more in line with just that sort of like boxer, agile kind of character. Yeah, I like it. I wouldn't say that it's the be all end all, but it's not as bad as maybe the movie was. I don't know. I never saw the movie, I don't think. So do you remember the Daredevil from the Hulk TV show? Are you talking about the old Hulk TV show? I don't know. I don't remember that at all. I didn't know that he appeared. And Dash says lol vaguely. I'm assuming you're talking about the one with gosh, I can't remember his name, but he appeared on Mr. Rogers. Gosh, what is his name? Yeah, Dark Salt says lol, yes. Okay. All right. I did not know that there was a Daredevil in that show, but I'm going to look it up right after this match. You know it. That last round was pretty close too, wasn't it? It's a shame that we didn't do just a touch better. So, oh, kind of got this all purple-fied. That's pretty good. No. Oh dear. I just like... Oh, darn. Thought I was going to do better on that. There was a Daredevil and Thor in that show? Oh, man. Oh, Pixel Knight says, yeah, I like how the Daredevil symbol is placed like Robin's R. Oh, man. Talk about costumes, superhero costumes that are amazing. Oh, and maybe this is a great question. What do you think one of the best looking superhero costumes is? I maintain that Robin's is still one of my favorite. I think it's such a cool thing. Like, it's something you don't see a lot of. It's just sort of youthful and agile. It's almost like he's like a like some kind of Tolkien-esque elf or something, you know. And oh boy. And yet, but it fits his personality. It fits his skill set. It's just, I don't know. I love it. And I'm a sucker for the big yellow cape. That's like a short half cape. I think that's super cool. I think we got this one. Do we have this one? I think we got this one. We got this one, I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look. I'm going to look up Daredevil. Daredevil. TV show. Yeah, we did. We got that one. Oh, yes. Louis Frigno. There we go. Blue-gray Batman with yellow symbol. I will brook no argument on this. Dash. Heck yeah. That's a good one. Okay, Dash looked up the picture and wow. Very dollar store Daredevil outfit. Okay, let's take a look at this. Images. Oh, yeah. It's like... I mean, it's not bad, but it's basically, yeah, it's basically like, that's about as spandex ninja as you can get. Actually, I don't, it's not bad. It's not bad, but yeah. Dash says, I'll throw in Spider-Man's outfit, instantly iconic and yet to be truly replaced. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Let's see. Frustrated Dragon, the old turf war from behind, last minute comeback. Unlucky for me, yep. Let's see. And One Up John, that's the costume I used when I played Arkham City. The blue Batman with the yellow. I mean, that is a classic Batman look, isn't it? I do have to agree. Oh, darn. But yeah, Spider-Man is another one. I would have to put up there Spider-Man. I think Robin and Spider-Man both have that sort of just that fun, lighthearted superhero aspect, which is so cool that you don't see all the time, right? You know, a lot of times, especially now, superheroes are sort of dark and gritty, but yeah. And actually, you know, I guess I'm gonna say here, I'll specify, because you might ask me, well, what Robin variation, what costume are you thinking of? Well, I'm always gonna say I'm gonna be a little bit partial to the Burt Ward Robin, mostly because I love that show, and I actually dressed up as the Burt Ward Robin for Halloween one year. There were many Michael Keaton Batman, and I was the only Robin, and I was the Burt Ward Robin, which, by the way, makes me the coolest kid on the playground. So, I'm pretty sure that's what that means, right? Is that what that means? It meant that I was forging my own path. But anyway, I might actually though go as far as to say that the Batman animated series version of the Robin outfit is my favorite. The Batman the Animated Series ones, it's a good sort of update to it, which retained a lot of just the fun and youthfulness of it, but made it a little more practical with the long pants and everything like that. But anyway. But yeah, no, Dash, you're totally right. Spider-Man, I'm with you 110% there. Spider-Man's costume, Spider-Man actually, like, you know, I think we've said this before, shared stuff about this, but you know, Batman and Spider-Man, those are like my top two superheroes, and Spider-Man just always the outfit, everything, it's like, yeah, nailed it in one try, you know. And Batman's had a little more variation throughout history, started a little more theatrically and kind of evolved. But yeah, that's it, Dash. And that's just personal preference. I mean, there's so many great ones. And that was super close. Darn it. One up, John. We almost had it. We almost had it. So close. So close. Pixel Knight, that's hard. Classic Spider-Man suit's great. Flash, Green Lantern, also Stargirl, one of the most Hourman outfits. One of like most Hourman outfits are good. I don't know that. Superman, obviously. Blue and gray Batman's also great. I actually really like the animated series depiction of Batman too, which is it's the gray. Well, here. Oh no, I don't have it. Although, here we go. Let's throw this out there. Okay, so I just look over and I see this figurine. Okay. So I see this on my bookshelf, right? So this is, of course, the Batgirl from the animated series, little figurine there. And Dark Solid X, I will answer said question in but a few. But anyways, yes, Firestorm Dragon, I agree to that too. But as I saw that, I thought, what about the Batgirl from the Adam West show? We don't see enough sparkly purple in our superheroes. That's what I'm saying. We need sparkly, glittery purple superhero outfits, iridescent, or nothing at all. Hey, how's it going? What's up? And didn't know you play Splatoon? I do indeed. I like Splatoon. In fact, the first Splatoon I played so much of back on the Wii U, and but then I kind of slowed down after playing a lot of Splatoon 2 on stream, eventually moving into some other things, just because I put a lot of hours into this. But if you look at my stats as a streamer, I think Splatoon is now my second or third most played game behind Animal Crossing. No, it'd be my third, because it's Animal Crossing, I believe it's Animal Crossing, New Horizons, then New Leaf, then Splatoon 2, then I believe it is Breath of the Wild, and then maybe Minecraft. I think those are the order of things. But anyway, you're down to join? You're welcome to. Yeah, but no, I don't think I ever did. That sounds fun, actually. Oh yeah, one up, John. I'd be down for doing that. I've done that before. If we're talking about non-Barbara Gordon costumes, then Cassandra Cain and Stephanie Brown had amazing Batgirl outfits. Actually, yeah, there are some pretty great Batgirl outfits. I think, if I'm recalling both of those are pretty awesome. But yeah, the Barbara Gordon... We're talking about favorite superhero outfits, costumes right now, by the way, if you want to weigh in. I think the silver or the purple sparkly Barbara Gordon is pretty amazing. But oh gosh, I'm trying to think. Favorite Robin, that's what it was. Dark Solid X asked me who my favorite Robin is, and hands down, this is easy for me. I've shared this before too. Dick Grayson, hands down, favorite. You know, I feel like, although you know, there's some good outfits in some other versions of Robin. There's something about Dick Grayson who he's such a good character, you know, and I grew up with him, of course, as Burt Ward, and then in the animated series. By the way, that was a good game. That was a hard push. But basically, I feel like for me, I need to have kind of the lighthearted and hopeful in my comics. When I see the dark and gritty, it can get overbearing. It's not to say that's bad. It's not to say that sometimes that isn't welcome. Batman Begins was actually somewhat revelatory in the way that it approached, the Batman universe when it came out. But I really feel like I got to have that hopefulness, or else, I'd rather see a movie that doesn't have a superhero, And I think Dick Grayson is just such a great foil to, even in the campy Batman depictions, the more dark, brooding, thoughtful, quiet, poised Bruce Wayne. So when you are, even looking at the Adam West depiction of Batman, granted he's not sitting there, in a pitch black bat cave and brooding, but he is, the sort of somewhat stern, stoic sometimes, very, he's the stickler for the rules, the whole thing, the whole shtick. He's there as the towing the line, right? Being the best. And so then Dick Grayson in Burt Ward, the holy hole in a donut Batman. It's just the kind of foil that you need to remember that this is about, sort of just hope, right? Hope that good triumphs over evil. And I like that. And so even though I've read a bit of the other Robins, I always felt like they lost that aspect, because suddenly we had these kids that had dark, traumatic pasts that they couldn't work through as easily, and they were almost more Batman-esque. And so suddenly, instead of a foil, you had like another, almost like a mirror. It wasn't quite a perfect match and perfect reflection, but it was Batman from another angle. And so personal preference for me is Dick Grayson. But I would agree, Mark Hamill as the Joker that's hands down my favorite Joker as well. Easy. Which actually, incidentally, he does a great job in his voice and his portrayal, and of course all the way they depicted him artistically, sinister and yet also comedic in a way that was such a more nuanced balance than, was it Cesar Romero in the Adam West show, and then what's his name? Oh gosh, I can't think of his name. Heath, right? What is it? Heath Ledger. There we go. Heath Ledger in the Batman. That was it. Dark Knight. What was the name of it? So Kai, I think we're gonna do one more of this, and then I'm gonna switch over since it's 11:30. I'm gonna do one last round of this, and then we're gonna switch over. I'm gonna actually play something a little different. So next time, Kai, we'll get you in there for some Splatoon. Does that sound like a deal? Pixel Knight says, one of my favorite things about Tim is that he became Robin out of a want to help his parents, who were alive when he first became Robin, but still wanted to help people. Actually, I'm glad you said that. That is a very good point. We don't see that, of course, with Dick Grayson. So, very good point. I do like that aspect as well. And I remember that, let's say his dad's in a wheelchair, right? I can't remember the whole details here. Help me out a little bit. There's something there. Oh boy. Woo! Got him. Gotta go out. Ooh, there we go. Like that. And oh boy. Oh, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Oh, I'm in a hamster ball. I'm gonna get it all, 'cause I won't really fall if I've got you. If I've got you. Woo! Alright, let's try a little bit more. Whoa! Hello! Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, it's magic. Oh boy. Good night. All right. Yes, Kai. Good night. Stay fresh and hope you get Splatoon 3. I will be getting that, Kai. I will definitely be picking it up. And thank you so much. Yeah, no, I would love to play with you again. I'm going to be picking up Splatoon 3. I'll definitely be playing that and streaming it. And I will probably be picking up Splatoon 2 again as we lead up to Splatoon 3. Got to stay somewhat sharp and just work on some of those skills. As you can see, I'm quite rusty. So Kai, I'd love to have you join in the future. Sorry that not tonight, but we'll make this happen. And then Firestorm Dragon's got to head out as well. Firestorm Dragon, super nice to have you. Oh, and Kai, I can absolutely add you here next time we see, all right? Does that sound like a plan? I saw you noticed, or saw you were asking about the friend code, so we'll get you in there. We'll get everything set up for next time. And, yeah. Sit a spell, hang out, and we'll hone our Splatoon skills together. All right, let's see here. I feel like this is maybe gonna work out for us. Yeah, I was too late on that. Hey, Dead Silver, what's up? Welcome on in. Hey. I think we won that one. Booyah. Nice to end on a win. There we go. Firestorm Dragon and I unfortunately went up John with the loss, but another close one indeed. That was actually pretty close. All right. So let's go ahead and we're gonna back out of that. And what is this? Also sort of off topic, but I've been watching some Batman Brave and the Bold. Fun show. Something I like is that it used a lot of unknown characters a lot. So we see only Superman in 2 full episodes. Same with Barry Allen, Flash, Hal Jordan, Green Lantern is in 1. And the Justice League they use is Justice League International instead of the Classic League. Of course, yeah, you see like the Blue Beetle and all that. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Well, we did. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Look. I didn't notice this before. But up in that corner, it says Rainmaker. I gotta do a Rainmaker. I love Rainmaker. I gotta dive in with it. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I just told people that I was done here, but I gotta get Rainmaker in. Gotta do it. I haven't played Rainmaker in forever, and it is my favorite mode. So we're gonna get that in there. We gotta make this happen. Rainmaker. 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 Did y'all hear that we're getting the Minecraft amiibo? That is due out, I believe, next month. Josh says, ah, yeah, Rainmaker. That's it. Rainmaker. So, yeah, we're getting the Minecraft amiibo. So, I downloaded Minecraft a little bit ago because Manasprout wanted to see it and play a little bit of it. And I got the updates and everything. And instantly, I was like, I don't recognize half of this game right now. So, I thought, I want to stream this and show what this game is like at this point in time. You know, it's different than it was. And it was kind of cool, actually. I'm not going to lie. There was so much new stuff that it felt like I was diving into a new game. So that should be really cool. Pixel Knight, what? That's funny. Okay, so let's storm the center. Nice. Go for that there. And go for that there. Go for that there. And there we go. Go for that there. Oh boy. Oh, got it. I did not get out of there fast enough. Oh no. They have the Rainmaker. They lost the Rainmaker. Okay, go us. Alright, and then... Oh, Nelly. Okay, alright. And... we've taken the lead here. Oh, we lost Rainmaker. Oh, well. Right, no, I know. Solid, I have a feeling the new Minecraft is going to... be quite a challenge, knowing me. It will be, but we have the Rainmaker. I should probably get over there. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Saboom. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Go team, go team, go team, go. Go team, no! Look how close that is. There we go, let's fly. They have the Rainmaker, uh-oh. Oh no, that was kind of bad. Oh boy. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Nice. Alright. Oh! Okay, alright. Alright. Let's do this. Ah, shucks. Oh, I got it really far over there too. Oh man. Alright, let's go this way. Rainmaker reset. Okay. They took it back to the center. Oh boy, get back there, get back there. Alright, Rainmaker reset. Okay. Come on, I gotta go this way. And this way. And hoo-yah! Booyah! That's what you gotta do. Right there. Right there. Whoo! That felt good. That felt good. That felt good. I'm sorry. I it was a little bit like a little presumptuous of me just to grab it, but at that point it was like, no, I've got a plan. Oh, that felt good. That's a good way to end Splatoon for the night. Thanks, Saul. That felt good. That felt good. That felt real good. All right. So let's switch over to this one. Boom. That's what we're going to do. So let's set this up here. Going over here. Edit stream. Pac-Man. Pac-Man Museum. almost feel like just going to retro, actually. We'll do Pac-Man Museum. That's what I'm playing. We'll do that. Nah, we're gonna do retro instead, because they don't have the exact one. So we'll do retro. I don't know. It's not ideal, but that's what we're gonna do. All right. So Pac-Man Museum Plus is a great collection. I'm super hyped for Pac-Man World Repack. Oh man, there's so many good things here. Now, should we? I'll go back. I feel like Pac-Man Museum, but it's not the Pac-Man Museum. I don't know what to do. Well, maybe we'll do it game by game once we get in there. But for now, we'll do retro. Okay. So let's go to this real quick as I change my game card. I like that this has, now that I've got a physical copy of this, I like that there is a physical copy of Pac-Man 256. That's what I'm excited about, because Pac-Man 256 is a fun game. So here we go. And we're going to get into this. Pac in Time is a very unique game. Spent most of the time on that one. Well, I will have to try that too. I haven't actually played that one yet. You'll see what we got here. So, yep, getting this going. I think Twitch needs a various game category. That would make it easier. Yeah, they kind of experimented with that for a while, actually. All right, that was a little loud. Here we go. Pac-Man Museum. Here we've got our background noise and our little Pac-Man right there. You can sort of run around. And we've got these different games here now. I like that in this one here, you've got Pack Attack. Oops, let's go to this one. Pac in Time. Championship Edition, there we go. I don't even know what this one is. Pac Motos or something? Here we go. Pac-Man 256. I feel like we gotta just get this one going. Oh man, I need to get Klonoa. You have no idea. I need to get Klonoa too. I can't wait. All right, this is a game I've often enjoyed playing this one. Ooh, not good. Whew. Whew, that was a little tricky. Now, I only played this once. Oh gosh. No! Boogers. I was trying to get to that 256. Which the first time I played this, I did. So you're trying to get 256 pellets in a row. And that's going to get you a nice clear of all of the ghosts. Dang it. Yeah, just not really wanting to risk it there. And a little nervous right here. Oh, good. Okay. Whoa, man, yeah. All right, that did not go so well. There's Pac-Man DLC for Minecraft. That's new, right? All right, let's try that again. I didn't do so hot on that one. So who here has played Pac-Man 256? And if you have, what do you think of it? I think this one... what was I doing? I flew too close to the sun there. Now, this is a few years old now. This is a game that started on mobile devices. I played it on the Apple TV. It was like one of the first sort of quote console games that I played on the Apple TV. It's by the people who made Crossy Road. I like Crossy Road. It's a solid game. The titular kill screen 256, that's what's chasing us, so we have to always be moving forward. There's glitches and things like that happen here. Oh, darn. I promise I'm actually pretty decent at this game, but not so great at the moment. The very first time I played this, first time I fired it up, I actually got a 256 combo right the very first time. That was not good. So, and Firestorm Dragon says, I enjoyed what I played of it. Okay, that was terrible. Terrible. All right, this time I can feel it. Feel it in my bones. We're getting to 256. 256. Go around that way. Always be looking ahead. Oh, what? No. What did I do? What did I do? Why did I do? I was looking ahead, but then I went to a place where the pack dots were disappeared. Ooh. Oh, that was close. Oh, bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Will we get to 256? Not at this rate, but let's keep trying. Oh, that way. That way. Ah, shucks. See, like I said, not at this rate. Oh my goodness. Darn. Okay. Let's give it one more shot here. I want to get to the 256 to show you what that does, and then we'll call it good. Oh, maybe what I should do, let's go into here, and I think Pac-Man 256 is an option. Let's check. Pac-Man 256. Sure is. Pac-Man 256. There we go. All right, and it is getting warm in here, so I am going to have to quit here soon. I'm starting to sweat. You know, unfortunately, our heater, or our heat pump, wasn't working in the morning when it could have cooled down the home. So what that meant is that it heated up to the point where it just couldn't get it down again. And it's still, I think it's still triple digits right now outside. Or at least it's like the 90s. Oh no, did it really just do that? It reset my time there. Or my combo. Bummer. Okay, well that's alright. I probably would have failed that way too. Oy, I know, just like, if I can go here. There we go. Woo. Get that freeze in there. Oh, what? Oh no, Firestorm Dragon, avoiding spoilers for Xenoblade 3 has become a proper challenge. Now that the game is out, my copy doesn't come in until next week. Oof. Well, I hope that you can remain spoiler-free, and I hope that you enjoy it, that it lives up to everything. I've heard good things. It's really a shame, though, that Xena rides a purple unicorn in it. Because I feel like that's just not in keeping with the story, you know. Oh, I'm sorry, was that a spoiler? Just kidding, I know nothing about the game. Woo! Alright. May the power-ups stay with me. No! I almost had it, and then, That was a button glitch, you know. Shucks! Okay. Well, we did better. Anyways, you get the idea. That's Pac-Man 256. It's a cool game. I think we can exit out here. Why? There we go. Return to arcade. There we go. So I'm glad that I've got that on a physical list. I think it's pretty neat. By the way, I am going to give a shout out here. Shout out first to One Up John. Fantastic retro streamer. Variety of things. Very interesting. Always very interesting. Oh, what is this? Yeah, I was very confused for a moment. Who was Xena? Why was she riding a purple unicorn? Hang on, I feel like my leg is being pulled, Firestorm Dragon says. Yeah, so please do check out One Up John. And then, of course, Dash Magnum, who, by the way, is a gentleman and a scholar. And I can't believe... Oops. As great as Dash is, the exclamation mark Dash Magnum is not a thing. Shout out, Dash Magnum. Maybe we need to make his own thing. But you know what? If you do exclamation mark joke, that is a legit thing. So you might want to check that one out. Okay. And Dash, you're welcome. Oops. I don't want to worry about that. I don't really want to... Yeah, I don't want to worry about that. Okay. Oop. Well, there we go. Okay. Back in time. All right, so that... Yeah, there we go. So there's that. But my favorite Pac-Man is Pac-Mania. I love it. What happens when a snowman throws a tantrum? Answer, he has a meltdown. So this is... It gets a little interesting in this. I don't love the way that the overlays are in this game, but I do appreciate that at least we've got like different ones, right? But like, this isn't quite the arcade cabinet experience. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad. It's just it could be better, I think. Now I think you can turn that off. There's like different modes. Maybe we could take a look at them real quick. So screen settings, right? So first of all, there are CRT modes. Look at how horrendous that is, though. I mean, I don't know if you're seeing it, but they do not line up. Now, if you do screen size, you could kind of get the CRT filter a little bit better. Not really, though. Oh, no, you can't. I remember doing that. It's just strange. I don't know why it's like that. So the CRT filter, big bust, would not recommend it. But the... you know, the actual the standard, you know, slight filter, it's like a, what is it? It's a soft filter, you know. It's fine. I don't mind it. Some people get very upset about it, don't love it. I have no problems with it. So for me it's not a problem, but your mileage may vary, you know. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. But I am going to do this real quick, because I don't love this border, right, as I mentioned. So I'm going to just sneak in here, do a little of the cropping, just a little of that, just a touch of the crop. And then we're going to go, which, yeah, of course, you can't see that, but trust me, I'm doing a little bit of that. And then we can go and do something like, oh, voila. Look how cool that looks. Right? Right? Not bad? Did I do that right? Oh, wait. I don't think I did the crop right. I don't think I did the crop just... It's a little bit off. Yeah, right? I think... Yeah, the crop is a little off. Hold on. I can fix this. I can fix this. Hopefully... I'm going to do that real quick. And we're going to play a little of this. Pixel Knight, what's the name of the other ghost here? I think the green one should be Dale. Oh, Clyde, Inky, Pinky, Blinky, Sue, and Funky is what we see, which I don't know. That is a little weird, right? A little weird. Okay, let me fix the top of this one here. There, I think I got it on just about. There we go. Okay, so now we can go back to the to that. All right. So we can insert a coin with R, and we can start. There we go. And I think that goes away. It should. Should anyway, doesn't it? Does it not? Oh, does that just really stay on the bottom that whole time? Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. We gotta fix this. That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. But we're gonna get rid of that. So let's go back here. I guess I hadn't noticed it before because it's just blended in with the rest of the screen, I guess. But we're gonna get rid of that bar at the bottom because that doesn't need to be there. And now if I go back here to this, we should be good to go. Oh, did I just show you all of that in real time? I think I did. That's all right. You saw my crop. That's how that. Oh gosh, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, so that's my little secret here. Is I've set it up so that I have one screen that is stretched out, and if as long as the image is stretched to the total of that screen, then every other overlay I have automatically fits correctly. Yeah, I'm impressed with how that turned out. But it's nice because I can switch between any of the 4x3 or whatever, you know, and it will automatically work. So right now, I mean, it'll look weird. It'll look stretched improperly in other aspect ratios. If I were to say move over to the horizontal, it's going to look very stretched because it's, of course, set up to be a horizontal thing. But in terms of getting it to work like with this, I have 3 scenes set up with the vertical orientation. So I can switch between them right now. I only did the one thing. I can switch between these like so, and it just works between all 3. I didn't have to manually adjust separate overlays. I just had to adjust the one. So that's one of the things that I'm really happy with. Yeah, Pixel Knight, these ghosts are evil. They took Pac-Man to a world of Lego, and he doesn't have shoes. Those fiends. I love that. That is hilarious. I don't think I've ever heard anyone make that joke before, but that's fantastic. All right, come on, ghosts. Come on. See if I can do that. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Oh. Woo. There we go. Wow, they were on me there. There was a moment of panic. Oh, man. But I've always thought that this is my favorite Pac-Man. I think, you know, visually, it's just such a nice looking game. But I remember the first time I played it, it was like, whoa, it's like 3D Pac-Man. Of course, it's not, but, you know, it's isometric, but done well. And I remember thinking it was the coolest thing. And I'm surprised that we haven't seen, you know, more Pac-Man variations like this, to be honest. Can you imagine, you know? But anyway. And yes, One Up John, the ability to jump. That is super nice. Yeah, that's right, Pixel Knight. Exactly. I like it. There we go. All right. And I think this is supposed to be like Rally X. Is that right? Does anyone know? Can anyone confirm? I think it is. Okay. Don't know why I jumped there. Oh well. Whew. Just in the nick of time. The ability to jump is nice because it does mean that you don't get trapped. Like, you can get trapped in the original Pac-Man pretty easily. And you have to memorize the patterns to avoid that. Now, in here, you can get, like, oh, like, see right there. Right there, it adds a level of skill where, you know, if I had done that differently, I would have gotten out. But because I was, you know, paying attention pretty quick on the reflexes, which is rare. I was able to manage to get by. And I like that you can control your direction in the jumps. That helps, you know. See, that wasn't going to work out for me. All right, but I think I just have these. There we go. Yeah. Well, Pixel Knight. Actually, my original Wii, that's just what I looked like. That was my me. So that is taken from the Wii U. And when I first started streaming, those were my Miis. That's what I used. Oh boy. Come on, come on. Oh! Woo! Boy, that was close. Oh, I've got the new high score. Let's keep with it. Oh, these ghosts. I believe this was also the first game I played that actually used the term ghost. That was dumb. I don't know why I let that happen. That was kind of unfortunate. Oh, well. But hey, you know, we got a new high score. That was not too bad. Oh, let's go ahead and do it again. All right. And I think this is going to be the last thing that we do for the stream. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized I believe I still have the stream set as Pac-Man 256. Let's change it to Pac-Mania. Pac-Mania, done. There we go. Whew! All right. GG on the high score. Thanks, Dash. I liked how that turned out. New high score hype. Now, I first played this game in an arcade, and I remember the cabinet being pretty cool. Now, funny enough, for the longest time, I thought that this was the version of Pac-Man, which I can't remember what it is now. I'm willing to bet that some of you actually know what I'm talking about here. But I think it's Pac-Man Jr. that has, and I haven't played it on this this collection yet, but it has actual pinball elements in it. I think it's in this collection anyway. Maybe not, because it has basically like a little mini pinball section. So it's a screen and a standard sort of Pac-Man arcade game, and then you have like a pinball section that comes into play sometimes. It's really kind of cool. And that was next to this one at the arcade that I played this at. And I, for the longest time, thought that this was the game that had that in there, because I didn't really understand that feature. And it just was sort of a vague memory I kind of forgotten. And I conflated these two machines. But this has a pretty standard, just kind of nice, clean cabinet design. In fact, you know, the arcade 1-up cabinet that has this as its design, if I were to get a Pac-Man cab, I'd want that one. And I like Pac-Man, but not enough to get another arcade 1-up. Although the Centipede game, now that one I'm interested in. I'll tell you why. Oh my gosh. That one's interesting to me because I don't have a trackball or a spinner or the ability to play trackball and spinner games right now. So I like the idea of getting that cabinet to be able to play some of these classic Atari trackball and spinner games, like Tempest. You know, the games that are on that cabinet. A lot of them are vector games, and it's a great collection. It's like basically the best arcade 1-up Atari collection, you know, minus the Star Wars games. But Pixel Knight is probably worse for Pac-Man since his whole bottom is the floor instead of 2 legs. Yeah, it's like Lego on your tush. It's like walking on Lego if you walked on like your head. But I've kind of been a little bit interested in that centipede cabinet from Arcade 1-Up. We'll see. I don't know. Seth! Hey, Seth. How are you doing, my friend? It's late for you. My goodness, what are you doing up? Oh, dear. Okay. I'm starting to get pretty warm. It's heating up in here. Never really cooled down, but we did get our heater fixed, or our heat pump. And Dash, by the way, I forgot to tell you, thank you so much for your tweet and your explanation of heat pump. I found that to be really helpful, and that was really cool. Yeah, Seth, you're not wrong. Ah! Oh, shucks. Shucks. But this is definitely my favorite Pac-Man version. Funny enough, another version of Pac-Man, actually the first version of Pac-Man that I really played like a lot of, oh gosh, oh boy, was the, there we go, let's go this way. It was Ms. Pac-Man on one of those little like Tiger Electronic type things, and you know, it was like you push a button and it goes beep beep beep, right? You know, you just it's an LCD display, right? So like Game & Watch and the Tiger Electronics, and I played that so much. I really liked it, and at some point I sold it, and I don't know why. I kind of regret doing that, but yeah, I mean, the thing is, nostalgia can sometimes be tough, because I'm certain, and I know this because I've also gone back to many of those Tiger Electronics games, you know, they're not great, right? You know, I'd rather play Pac-Man now, you know, like a version like this, which I have access to. And this Pac-Man collection is really solid. And then 1-Up John, I think you had posted about the Namco collection, which is on sale, which also has some Pac-Man stuff, but also some other cool stuff like Dig Dug. I'm a big fan of Dig Dug. That's one thing where I wish, like, I think Dig Dug and Dig Dug 2 are on the Pac-Mania Arcade 1-Up cabinet. And that, oh, shucks, I didn't hit jump fast enough. That's definitely where I would consider getting one of those cabinets. Actually, there's a Dig Dug cabinet, which would be pretty cool. That was lame. I can't believe I did that. Oh, Rolling Thunder. I've never actually played Rolling Thunder. I should do that sometime. Oh man, it's after midnight. Technically, it's Saturday. Thankfully, I don't have anything in the morning. Yep. It's gonna turn. Yeah, Mana is going to turn to a pumpkin. That is for sure. Qbert and Burger Time. Seth, that's an interesting combination there. Qbert, yeah, Qbert I can understand. Burger Time I never really got into myself. I haven't played much of it, but it didn't quite grab me. That being said, I mean, this is the thing about games, you know, it's very subjective. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm saying it's not one that I gravitate towards myself. But Qbert is quite fun. Let's see, we have another Burger Time fan. See, I should try it again sometime. But let me ask you this: have any of you gotten a chance to play Donut Dodo? I played this a few streams ago. I can't quite remember when. And I want to play it again. That game is pretty awesome. I don't want to fire up the super hot PC right now, but that's worth it. If you like Burger Time, there are a couple of stages that kind of reminded me of Burger Time, or had Burger Time like elements. So, you know, it's not an arcade game, but Lode Runner. always reminded me a little of Burger Time too, and I like Load Runners. So I feel like maybe I need to give Burger Time another chance. But actually, now what I want to do, I want to go over here and I want to look up some Arcade 1Up. Arcade1up.com. Let's go to this page. Let's do this. Let's do this here. Let's see what the old lineup is right now, because I know it's changed and stuff. There's different, yeah. So let's load this up. 16 by 9. I'm so tired. The yawns are coming. And there we go. So. Let's go to this screen, shall we? So this is the Arcade 1Up. Maybe we can probably zoom in a bit. No? So we've got, oh yeah, it's right, the new Dragon's Lair, and it actually has a special second monitor for the score. That's right. I forgot about that. Here, this is the one I'm very interested in. It's got volcano buttons. Look at that. How cool is that? It's got the actual volcano buttons, which is like a super nice feature there. It's definitely midnight, right? But yeah, so there's that. This is new. I don't know if Dark Solid X is interested in these or if he's seen these, but Capcom Legacy, there's a Yoga Flame edition and then like a Hadouken edition. But yeah, this is a big deal for a lot of people. But let's see, Capcom Legacy Yoga Flame. Here we go. This is, oh yeah, so here we go. We got that, and where there is a Dig Dug. Is the Dig Dug not showing up? I wonder why. Anyway, so we've got the Centipede and the Pac-Mania. Well, let's take a look at the Pac-Mania real quick. Yeah, right, Solid. I totally get that. Now, here, I will say, look, I'm going to be honest. Arcade 1-Ups, I got my Galaga machine for $50. That was a steal. At $100, still, I think I'd bite. At $200, that's fair, you know, shipping, costs of all this stuff. Okay, I get it. I'm gonna say $200. There you go. But unless you're looking at a game with a huge game library, like, you know, one where maybe, you know, $50 to $100 would just be, you know, to buy those games, you know, in like a digital pack, you know, like a full, you know, library of whatever, you know, massive company. You know, I think $200 is the sweet spot. Or alternatively, if you have the online functionality, which this does. But $500, I'm telling you, $500 just doesn't do it for me. That is too much. So this, it's like, I just don't understand. I feel like it's too much for the quality you're getting. Now this it's not a bad little design. I like that now Arcade 1Up has chosen to go with the actual look of the arcade cabinet. This is an interesting thing. What they've done now is they actually have a two-part side for shipping, so it's not the 3/4 where they can fit it all on one. Now they have this like middle piece that you connect, and then it goes on a riser. Although some actually are a full solid piece that goes down to the ground. But this looks pretty cool. A Godzilla arcade game cabinet, that would be kind of cool. But that's how that looks. This is a nice feature. They actually have a molded coin door. Now it's completely fake, but this is what I wish Arcade 1Up had done from the beginning, as opposed to putting the branding of the the games on the cabinet here. I think the coin door is exactly what it needed to have from the get-go. I think the other thing that it really needed to have from the get-go was better quality controls. And I feel like for the quality, I mean, you're getting a half-inch MDF, okay? You're getting knockoff controls, buttons and joysticks. You're getting oftentimes screens that are, that they can get a deal in bulk. So, they're doing a lot of things to really shave off the cost of these things. And I don't know. I'm not an expert on this. I really am not. I don't know what it is involved in shipping these out. I don't know what kind of overhead there is. I don't know how much it costs to license and all the licensing deals. But from a consumer perspective, it's hard to imagine sort of collecting more than one or two of these on a sale, unless you really, really are passionate about arcades and don't want to restore original arcades and just have a dedicated space just to collect arcade one-up machines and don't mind the cost. And that's the big piece there too, because they're just getting more and more expensive. But the screens, that's another issue with these. It feels like when I go back and I look at arcade one-up machines and their history, like there's a wide range of quality, and there are only a few cabinets that I really sit there and go like, yes, I want that. So the Star Wars one, fantastic. No complaints. Still one of their best cabinets they've ever made. No joke. For $50, the Galaga machine, I'm happy with it because you know what? I got the plexiglass for it after, so I did put in more money because I bought the plexiglass from a guy in California, and so I put that on there because it didn't come with the $50 one. So I think, I don't know, maybe it was $25 he sold it to me for, so it was like $75 all total. Then I did put in some better controls. So I think I'm probably, all told, I probably am about $100 into that cabinet. But because with the controls being as nice as they are, and with just the fact that I enjoy those games, and the fact that it is so focused on just, it's a Galaga machine with Galaxian on it. I mostly play Galaxian, which is funny, but I like that cabinet. It's a pretty no frills cabinet. And it's pretty good. The Turtles cabinet, the original Turtles cabinet, I like that one. I like that, the Turtles arcade game, and I feel like it's a solid cabinet. Actually, it's really well designed, and it's only 2 games. It's focused, but with a lot of cabinets, there's like concessions made where it's like, why did they do that? Now let's look at the game list here. So if we can find it, do they not have just the games list? Oh, here it's, there we go. Okay, 14 titles. So we have Pac-Mania, Pac-Man, Pac-and-Pal, Super Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus, Pac-Land, Galaga Galaxian, Galaga 88, Mappy, Dig Dug 2, Rompers, Rolling Thunder. You know what? Not bad. Not bad. That's a pretty solid lineup of games. And if I'm not mistaken, they all are vertical games. So that works. That works, Interesting, they added a little extra button here, so they have like the 3 buttons that you can use. Not bad. Okay. Let's move on here. Let's look at this one, though. This is the machine that I think is actually the most worth it out of all the ones right now, because you again have that weird sort of double thing, but I love that the artwork continues down in the riser, simple Atari logo. You've got the coin door. Now, let's go to maybe here it'll show us. Yeah, look at those lovely volcano buttons. So volcano buttons, if you don't know, this is a very classic Atari thing. It's the cone button with the red see-through plastic so that you can light it up from underneath. It's very iconic. You've got a spinner, a trackball, and of course you have what I feel like they should have done on the Tempest cabinet. You have the 3 and the 3 just like that, so you can actually choose which side you are using. Now, I'm pretty sure I looked at this. I'm pretty sure I saw a video of this, and I can't remember how this worked, but it doesn't quite look like these line up, like that they're even on both sides, but this is a render. I'm pretty sure this is a render anyway. Oh, maybe it's not actually. Anyway, I couldn't tell. That's one really small, if it's true, complaint that I have, but I would have liked to seen just 3 completely symmetrical. I don't know why they didn't. If they didn't, it's a very minimal little difference, but it seems like that would have made a lot more sense. I don't know, but I thought it did. But anyway, let's actually get to the games here. There's another $500 one, but you get 14 classic titles, Centipede and Millipede, right? These are classic. Oh, right on, Pixel Knight. That's neat. Are you going to try and, like, film it or something? But anyway, and you've got Asteroids Classic and Asteroids Deluxe. Major Havoc, Missile Command, and I'm not sure. I think it's Akahara. I'm not sure. I think that was an unreleased prototype. Crystal Castles Tempest, which is a great game. That's using the spinner. Gravatar, Liberator, Space Duel, Super Breakout, Lunar Lander, all included. Now, to be honest, there are a lot of games in there which I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to get a cabinet like this just to play those games. But a lot of these, and that's mostly because I've never played them before. Most of those I haven't played. Of course, I played Centipede and Asteroids and Tempest because I brought those up. But the others, I don't even know if I ever played them. Maybe I played a little Crystal Castles. But that's it. So I feel like this would be cool because most of these are vector games, you know? Not, I shouldn't say most of them. The marquee title is not. Centipede is a pixel, you know, raster based. But hey, look, I can play with Pay with Google Pay. There we go. But and apparently there's an Amazon store now too. Anyway, another complaint that I have is that with Arcade 1-Up, there are so many cabinets that don't show up on just their standard website. Like, why is it, you know, I see games here. Is it even gonna let me, like, I want to look at, okay, arcade cabinets. So right off the bat, there's stuff missing that has been announced or that's even been out. I do want to get a really good racing cab someday. This is a cool looking cabinet, but it was the controls were a mess, and yeah, some things that made me not want it. This seemed interesting, but this is still such a good cabinet. This is the one I have. I wanted to get this Partycade that had all those games on it, but it's sold out now, and that's okay. I didn't need it. I didn't have the money. Oh, here we go. Look, this is the Dig Dug. There's the Dig Dug. And the Joust. There we are. Dig Dug Edition. That's a pretty nice looking machine, actually. So this comes with Dig Dug 2, Pac-Man, Pac-Mania, Pac-Man Pal, Super Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus, Pac-Man Plus, Pac-Land, Galaga, Galaxian Galax, Galaga 88, Mappy, Rompers, Rolling Thunder. This is actually the same lineup as Pac-Mania. So if it was between the two, I'd get this one. If I was going to get these. I kind of love that that's like a retro outfit there. Anyway, because yeah, it's Dig Dug. I love that artwork. Look how cool that looks. Ooh, that, you know what? There are some of those Dark Slot X. There are. But yeah, and then look at this cool, like this way. You got the volcano buttons, and then you've got your three buttons there, and then your live button for leaderboards and stuff. So that's kind of a cool machine. I don't know why they hit it all the way down here. That's so weird because it's actually been announced more recently than the other. Now, Joust, okay. I love Joust. I think it's such a great game. I just don't understand, like, this is where value of, like, more games doesn't match up. Because if they literally just released, like, the Defender Partycade as a Defender unit, or Joust with even the Defender controls, cool. But this is what's weird about this. They did a pretty good job of hiding the buttons and making it, blend in because they're the colors of the deck. But that control, the control panel doesn't look like that in the original. The concessions made, you might recognize this layout. This is actually a Mortal Kombat. So this actually has the classic Williams games. Does it say? Okay. Where's just a games list? Do we have to? Okay. 14 titles. Okay, so there's Rampage, or Joust, Rampage, Defender, Gauntlet. That's fun. Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. To me, those just are so out of place with the other games on this. Then there's Tubin, Wizard of War, Root Beer Tapper, Bubbles, Paperboy, and Clax. Now, I'm not a Mortal Kombat fan, so maybe that's part of my reasoning. But it just feels like that's just a totally different style of game from all of these other classic games. And I would have preferred it to have been more of a retro cabinet. I think that's the thing. I think that these aren't multicades, right? And maybe some people want them to be, but I feel like the part of the beauty of these cabinets is that they're actually styled after a single game. They have only a couple of games. Like, it makes sense with Star Wars to have the trilogy of Atari games. It makes sense for Turtles, if I can find that great Turtles cabinet, if it is on here still. Where'd it go? Huh, the original Turtles cabinet's not on here. Is it on a legacy cabinets? That's strange. I'm not seeing that. But there is well, there's the classic Turtles game. Weird that it's not showing up. That one is just the two Turtles games from Konami. That makes sense to me. Galaga and Galaxian, Dig Dug 2. And it's okay, if you can throw some other games in there that work, same controls, same screen orientation, great, And they fit, they're kind of that same era and the same company, cool. That's extra bonus. But yeah, I don't know. They don't even have the Defender one Partycade on here because they've discontinued it. It's the 40th anniversary. That was kind of cool. But they do have a Street Fighter 2 one, which is kind of neat, but it's only single player is the problem. These Partycades, these are actually pretty cool. If you don't know, these Partycades actually are the same screens as used in the full-size ones, full-size arcade 1-ups. These countercades are much smaller. They're tiny little screens, but these are the full size. So those are kind of neat, but I feel like these are just too overpriced. $200 for something like this. I mean, I feel like 100 maybe. In fact, I saw this one. I think it was. Yeah. I was walking through the store the other day. I was looking in the electronics section, found that it was on clearance for $99. And you know what? Oh, partly I was like, I can't just blow $99 right now. But I really had a hard time justifying it because I think it'd be a great location right here on the door to put one of these Partycades. But I feel like even for $100, it's got to be really special. And just this Miss Pac-Man with, what is it? Galaga, Galaxian, Dig Dug 2, Ms. Pac-Man, Pac-Man Pal, Pac-Man Plus, Super Pac-Man. Those are some good games, actually. I bet it's gone now. I can't spend $99. Ah, talk me out of it. Talk me out of it. Talk me out of it. Hell. Yeah, Pixel Knight. Pixel Knight, you're absolutely right. That's exactly. I'm just going on rambling about these cabinets. Anyway, I find this stuff interesting. I feel like I should probably put my thoughts down and do some kind of arcade one-up review, because I feel like they've kind of lost their way. I don't know. It's a little tough. Let's take a look. I guess I did miss something here. There is like a whole synopsis, as you said. What do we got here? All right. So first of all, Pixel Knight says this. Pixel Knight says, main character, I don't have a final name for them, got stuck in the mirror world having to work with the good versions of the villain from the series and uses a less powerful version of his useful powers since his normal ones were stolen. The scene I wrote goes like this. Mirror universe version of our hero opens a portal to summon his army, and then his top general gets tossed out and he goes, "What? My best general defeated?" The real version of the hero and the mirror villain walk through with our hero yawning. Man should have sent someone who could put up an actual fight. The main character then has his jacket and coins he used to transform tossed to him. The scene hold on. Tossed him. Okay, I did that. And then, oh, I guess that was it. Nice. That was way longer than I thought it would be. Sorry. No worries at all. Yeah, nice. Nice. I like it. Very cool. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, let's look at the lineup for iArcade. And at games. All right. Whoa. Was iArcade has music in the background. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, this is the iArcade Gold Edition. I forgot that they have a lot more modern games on here. Oh, look, it's Bongo Congo. Oh, this is what's playing right now. Oh, it's Donut Dodo. So, iArcade is this. They have a new look. I think the new look looks a lot better. They have some kind of retro stuff, but it's all like its own unique artwork. It has a pretty sad user interface, unfortunately. But you basically purchase the games you want from this store. It's interesting, but I've never felt like as an ecosystem I want to buy into it. And I've heard from a lot of folks, some people really love these and get really into them, but I've heard from some folks that it's just not really that interesting. Like that they get theirs and then it kind of collects dust after a while. Because the games that get released just, they can play them elsewhere and whatnot. Now, Legends Arcade family, this is where it starts to get kind of interesting because, not to say that was bad, but, not to say that the iArcade is a bad thing here. I don't want to give that impression, but but this is where I've got the arcade Legends, the Core Mini or whatever it's called. They have an arcade cabinet as well. This is the full one. It's got a spinner, trackball, two spinners, and a trackball, as a matter of fact, on the full size upright. And there's a bunch of them here. This is the top down here. You've got USB and HDMI inputs. They're pretty good controls, like good quality. This is a cabinet that, as a multicade, is not bad. Now, there's some issues I have with it, but it's kind of cool. And then you can look and see they do have the mini version, which is a 3/4 size, sort of like the arcade 1-up machines, but it's a little bit taller. They have kind of a really strange top section. You can rotate the screen to either horizontal or vertical, but it's in a 16:9 aspect ratio, so you actually don't gain that much screen real estate by rotating it. So it's a little bit of a miss there. And it basically has a stripped down version of what I have, which is this. Well, this is the 2-player version. This is what I've got right here, the Core Gamer Mini. And this is pretty fun. I like this. I actually think it's kind of cool. Oh, artwork die cut. Maybe it's telling me that I could make some custom artwork for it. That's kind of cool. Anyway, I might have to look into that. But yeah, then there's also the pinball. Oops, I didn't want to look there. I wanted to go to the pinball tables. Nope, I want to go to pinball. There we go, Legends Pinball. They have a pinball version, and this is kind of interesting. There's like classic things on there. That one's kind of interesting to me. And it does have, look, there's the little coin door sort of thing. But I don't know, I just feel like they're not quite, I don't know, it's not quite what I'm looking for. Anyway, Pixel Knight has to head to bed. Remember to stay pixelated, and that Rampage is the best arcade game. Nice. I think we all need to head to bed. It is 12:30. So what are you doing staying up, everybody? So silly. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Let's close that. Those are some cool finds. Yeah, I thought I would share that, Solid. I just, I feel like it's interesting. Thank you so much for everybody who came and hung out. Let's look and see. It is late. I'm tired. I'm gonna see though if there's anyone we want to raid. Let's look. Following. Oh, Dash, thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Let's... What do we want to raid? Oh, Gar's streaming still. Perfect. Looks like he's doing some shmups. We're going to send everyone over to Gar PG, everybody. That's what we're going to do. Yep, there we go. So, raid Gar PG. Boom. Everybody, Gar's family friendly. Nice friend of Mana who plays some fun RPGs and retro games. So retro is what is on the docket for tonight. Again, I super enjoyed hanging out with you. Super enjoyed making this with Mana Sprout. How cool is that, right? How cool is that? Da 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 da. Anyway, blasting away as we wrap up. Friends, do good, be well, stay safe and healthy, and stay cool if you are a part of the heat wave. I very much enjoyed hanging out with you. We're going to be streaming again, hopefully soon, and probably Minecraft. So get ready for that. I will catch you next time. Love you all.